It's Alea Antoine. You're listening to Tease podcast. Everyone loves the tease. Stop. Don't get too excited.
Project a lot of love, trust, and loyalty, expecting that back. It's almost like what Barney said, I love you, you love me, you fucking lie, bitch. Like, they don't be loving you back. So
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tease podcast. Happy Tuesday, bitches. It is so good to be back with you guys. I know that we had a hiatus because we were in Miami, but to make up for it, I brought something amazing from Miami. My friend Karleen is here with us on the podcast today.
appreciate you, girl. So good to be here.
It's so good to see you. So me and Karleen met through a mutual friend back in June. And our friend was like, I know y'all haven't met each other, but y'all should both stay in the same hotel for Pride. And we were like, okay. This was just our second trip together.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because I've had friends like for way longer, and I don't think the trip will ever make it out the group chat.
You're telling me. And then we also had like mini hangouts also in Vegas, which is cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we've hung out a lot.
That's so great.
I love that. It's also because you're always driving back and forth.
I did say I wanted to make sure I made it a point to see my friends because I feel like when I lived here, I wasn't seeing them as often. We would go months and months without seeing each other, and then now that I'm not here, we get to see each other more.
Yeah, and so you live in LA now, right? Or
I
like
a little
right
bit out.
Oh, okay. And you grew up there too?
Grew up in San Diego.
That's like the best thing to say.
Oh my God, I always say I'm biased, but I do say that's one of the best places.
Exactly. Would you move back over there?
Oh, absolutely. I would love to buy my childhood home if I could, that I grew up in for like over, like almost 14 years. But if not, just something small, have a little getaway there, always have
That's so
somewhere.
Cute. What would you say is like the biggest difference between Cali and then like living in Vegas? Because I would want to live in Cali, but I know it's more expensive.
Yes.
That's like the main thing.
It is. Other than the expensiveness, even the traffic can be a little much to deal with. But I feel like it's worth it. The weather, I'm biking more, I'm hiking more. Even just going to the beaches, you already know like how great that is.
That's so true.
And then even as far as just like the people, honestly, people are like, oh, like, you kind of like, you're Californian, like the energy, the vibe, people say, it's different. And then when I like looking back, living in it, I didn't know what it was. Now looking that I left and went somewhere else, I can just see they're just happier. Literally, they are like just a different type of happy, and they're more just, have a life to them. In Vegas, I consider us all like a city of lost souls. Everyone's running away from something, trying to like start fresh, and the community's not really here like I'm used to. So something about living by the beach also makes you just want to be a little more fit. You want to be outside in a bikini. So Vegas has you inside from the car to the hotels. So
that's true.
You lose your tan. I'm like getting my glow back. People are like, oh, you're glowing. I'm like, thank it's coconut oil in the sun. So
you were so determined for that in Miami too. That's so crazy. I feel like you just read Vegas for filth, but like very eloquently and like not even in a shady way. I have never thought about City of Lost Souls, but when I put that and I look at what I'm like looking at, it so makes sense. And it's so funny because I was just thinking to myself, I'm starting to really love Vegas. So I'm like, and I was literally joking with my manager yesterday, and I was like, I sold my soul, so I had to come back.
Oh my God, girl. And you'd always do. There's something about Vegas that people leave and they come back. Look at me. I'm coming back too. So
exactly.
And I say it from experience. I was someone who was running away from a life that I once had in California and starting something fresh. And here we are.
Yeah, I mean, the beach would be the best plus, which is why I was so happy when we were in Miami, because I hadn't been to the beach in a year.
God, so long, girl.
I know. And I will say you're right. The people even there seemed happy. Like when I lived in Seattle, there's an overarching sadness.
Yes, girl. It's just something about the weather that just really reflects who you are.
Exactly. So should we talk about the Miami trip?
Oh, yes.
I have been replaying it in my mind because I literally cannot believe that it's back and I'm back at work. It feels like when you have a break from school and you're back.
My God, that's never long enough. But
it never is.
The time we spent there was great. How many clubs we go to? Like 4 clubs, 2 bottle table services.
That is true.
We got some lost phones. We had a lot of ass shaking. what freaking in the car out the sunroof, ass shaking like.
Your ass shaking and then fell on someone's
Oh my
face.
god, ass in just everywhere, bro. Just
No, I feel like she should have said thank you for that. That was so funny.
She was very a little unappreciative, but it's
Yeah.
okay. I'll forgive her.
What was like your favorite part, or were there any parts where you were like really gone? Because honestly, now that I think about it, you always are having a good time, so I can't really tell when you're drunk.
I normally don't get drunk because I don't like to be like blacked out because I normally am not functional, and if I am, it's just like, it's always embarrassing.
Yeah.
So I did black out towards the very end, like the last,
Really?
like leaving the club, a little bit in the gay club. Don't remember how I met that girl on the side. I guess I somehow
That's right.
met a girl outside of the gay club, and then she got in the car with us. Don't remember how that happened. Remember getting to a gas station saying I need to throw up. Threw up a little bit. Remember her giving me a drink and then going back into the car, and then don't remember nothing else after that.
I forgot. See, it was the one time I missed it.
Girl.
Because I was blacked out with Kai.
Oh my god, the whole fact that was a whole nother blacked out situation is crazy. That was insane.
I love that. Oh my gosh, guys. Pray for Kai. Kai has a concussion right now. It ain't that serious, but Kai fell down like 8 times and at one point dragged me with them.
Yes, there was a lot that went on. That was just, you had to be there type of story.
I still have like the cuts and bruises too on my arm. But I like how we're a group of friends. Like, we stay together, but like if half wants to split off, you know how some people, they're like, I can't believe that y'all didn't want to stay with us. And we're very like, okay, let's just let me know.
Do what you want to do. We'll come back together later. I'm glad we all made it safe. That was the other first thing we said. I'm glad we all made it safe to the hotel or Airbnb.
I feel like we all start together. We all go to the event together. What happens after the event is none of our business.
I agree. And that's a great group of friends to have because there's less pressure.
There is so much less pressure because you don't feel like you're even having to like babysit someone either.
Yes. When 2 of them couldn't get into a club where we had bottle service at, Emily was super sweet to want to leave. And we were like, no, like let's try and see if they want to walk, see what they want to do. And they were more than willing to walk and like, meet you there later.
Exactly. So Emily is actually our mutual friend that we met through. So guys, this is like a full circle moment because Emily's been on twice. And then, so one thing I like about her, but then that also like is so funny is that like she has no fire in her chart. And so I feel like I have to step up with my Aries-ness. And I'm like, I walked up to her and I was like, look, no one else is going to tell you this, but we all want her to leave.
You did. I love you for that because I would have never said that, even though I do have fire. No, I'm like, go with the flow, air sign.
Yeah. Well, because you're a Gemini, you're in charge of the vibe. Like, honestly, that's how I feel about you because there will be times where you're not there. We were just like all kind of like sitting around like this, and then you and Hannah would come in and y'all would bring like the vibe and the energy. So I feel like that's just like what you're in charge of.
Thank you. I try.
Yeah. And then Emily's in charge of like the planning.
Yes.
And then I think
making it happen.
Yeah. And then I'm more of like while it's actually happening, the moderator type of person.
Yes, and it works perfectly.
It really does. So I'm so tired from that trip too.
That was great. Lack of sleep, lots of rain, floods.
There was so many floods.
People were swiping up on my story talking about you need a boat to get through. I was like, you're not lying.
Me and Kai were laughing because we were talking to 2 of our coworkers and they used to live in Florida, so they were excited that we were going. And they're like, I bet you loved it, da 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 da. And I'm like, yeah, but like, it rained and then it would be sunny and then there was a flood. And they go, oh, that's a part of it.
Literally,
and
so that's...
I was like, not to rag on you guys, but who the fuck wants to live there?
People are so proud of it and I love that for them. And they're like, yep, that's just Florida for you. I'm like...
And me and Kai were both like, man, I hope we didn't go too heavy, like, in front of Emily, like, oh, I hate Florida. And then we're like, no, we shouldn't work, because Karleen straight up, why did I say Karleen? I'm sorry.
Together.
It's Kai and Karleen. Well, because Karleen literally put on her story, I don't know who would want to live here.
I could never. Literally.
No, that I was like, yep, no.
And I had a valid point. I said I hydroplaned on the freeway when I was 18, so a car crash in the rain might do it. to a person.
Exactly. That would. And then both of our curls look so nice right now.
Thank you.
I don't know what we were doing over
It was the humidity doing us, because you're not lying. It'll be good for like one day, and then the next day.
Exactly. And then as soon as I'd walk outside, I'd feel like I'd have to take a shower because I was like, I'm literally sticky. Ugh. But other than that, it was really fun, and I would go back.
Yes.
I'm excited for October for Halloween now.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. We better make this happen.
We have to. I literally texted my manager, and I was like, hey, I need these days off. And then he was like, well, it says that you already have a request. And I was like, you blocked it because of Halloween. And he's like, oh yeah, I did. And I was like, so I'm going to need the request because I'm going to be out of town.
And
Like,
he didn't say no?
he didn't respond.
Ooh, I was hoping he would respond.
We were working on the same shift while texting each other.
Valid.
So like, we were looking at each other. Then we would text each other, and we would talk and act like we weren't texting each other.
And then he stopped responding, like, I don't see you right here. Oh my god,
Yes,
well.
he left me on red while I'm like, and then comes up and is like, hey, Leia, how are you doing?
Well, it's not a no, so.
That's why I didn't push it, because
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? He's probably just like this bitch. But no,
If you don't need me, you don't need me, so we'll see. As long as he don't need you.
he don't need me. I have the days off that I need off this week, and I'm like, just copy and paste this week's schedule. And you're good.
Love that. Make it easy for you.
Exactly. So you moved to Vegas, and then you moved back home.
Yes.
And then one thing they think is really cool is like you have a really tight knit family. Karleen is one of the few percent of Americans whose parents are still together.
Oh yes, 35 years together, and like 33, 34 married.
That's crazy.
Yeah, very inspiring. Very much set the bar high, but
That's true. Do you feel like that's like a good thing or a bad thing? Like, is it a good thing because one, you see how to love properly, but then also you probably like are craving it even like more, you know what I mean? Whereas like for me, I was kind of like, like this doesn't happen all the time, but you're like, it does, and like I need that.
You're literally almost spot on. I feel because I've seen what a functioning, healthy relationship looks like. I almost at a young age knew it was going to be really hard to like achieve, but I was so willing to try.
Yeah.
And I tried, and I've fallen damn near every single time. So I project a lot of love, trust, and loyalty, expecting that back. It's almost like what Barney said, you know, I love you, you love me, you fucking lie, bitch. Like they don't be loving you back. So it's just something that I've had to learn throughout the journey of love, that the way people were raised was not like you.
That's so, I feel like I'm learning that lesson too, because like with my friends, I always thought like love can cure anything. Like you can take someone who is broken, and if you give them enough love, they're going to be better.
Yes.
But sometimes that just means they're just going to take your heart and run. Like, thanks, bitch, on to the next. When did you start dating girls?
When I first fell in love with my first love, I was 21.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like going on 22 in a few months. And prior to that, yeah, I was honestly a lost little soul, just not knowing what I liked. I knew I didn't like men. I didn't have a type in women. And then once I met her, she was like more on the study side, presenting, but behind closed doors. Very like femme, wanted to be taken care of.
Yeah.
And I just love to take care of people. But I'm so glad it didn't work out, thank God.
Why?
Why? Oh my God. People just have so much healing to do that even I'm so willing to help you through that. And I will do, I'm like my mom. Like my mom's a Libra. She will put her dreams aside to help you with your dream.
Yeah.
And even though I'm willing to do that, it's still not enough. People are just,
Exactly.
they take advantage of it. They still want their past. They don't want to let go. And then I'm here like, you're going to choose me and only me. And if that's not, you know, well, you're fighting for it. And they're just literally fighting me back.
That literally makes sense. Some are gonna be like vulture types, you know what I mean? Because people who like know they ain't shit, they'll latch onto someone with like a sparkle around them so quick,
Yes.
like a vampire.
A soul-sucking vampire, girl, is a perfect word to use. And that's kind of the people I fall in love with. Like, they're, no offense, they're very insecure. They're very dependent on, like, multiple people for multiple reasons. And one person just doesn't seem to be enough. Yeah, very manipulating, very gaslighting.
Yeah.
Very much not good intentions. I don't know what it is. I'm like, do I have stupid tattooed on the top of my head
No,
sometimes?
you have nice and loving and caring tattooed
Fuck
around.
me over. No, I'm just kidding.
No, because I feel like you also always have a smile and are happy. And like I would say that I have a smile a lot too. Like I always joke, so like I can't go to the grocery store without someone coming up to me and talking to me. Like
Okay.
I can't close my mouth.
Yes, they're just and people are they don't like that. And
Yeah.
They're just some people are just like very much bombastic side eye instead of being like, oh, that's my girl.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Because like people are initially like that, and then as soon as they know that you have it consistently, they're like, time to take advantage of her.
yes.
But I'm like, do you like ever feel like that persona or like kind of vibe that you give off? Do you feel that same way? Like sometimes it like hurts with the people that you attract, or do you think that it's like only a positive thing? Because I've been struggling with that because I want to mean mug more. And then some of my friends
I
are.
know, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, amount of issues I've had with that. No, it's not in my characteristics. I've been that person to dim my light and try and mean mug and be a bitch, and it's just not me. And I don't want to have to. I feel the right person wouldn't make me have to do that. And I genuinely want to be a sparkling light on anybody walking by because you just don't know who needs it. Everyone deserves to be, nice to. Not only that, but they're harming women. They're like harassing women just for not, for ignoring them.
Yeah, exactly.
So me giving my number to somebody shouldn't be an issue if I'm just gonna later, if I block them, not gonna answer.
Yeah, or you give them a different number.
A different number.
Yeah.
Or that Instagram. Normally I just try and give Instagram. I don't like giving my number. I'll say I'm in a relationship and then I give it my Instagram.
It's so nice being in. I know that like all WOW relationships aren't like that, but it's so nice being in the ones to where like you don't have to explain that and they already get it, because I'm like, sometimes like this is just easier to get like someone off your back.
Yes, right. It is super quick, and I agree. And then the last girl I dated kind of helped me see that because she was the only person who was super confident in herself. She lived in Cali, I live in Vegas, and there was no like, she went to the clubs, I went to the clubs, I was a dancer. And she didn't care. She didn't ask questions. There was so much trust that I can see her dancing on somebody. Like one of my most favorite videos is her like dancing up on some girl that got a section and invited us to it. Aww. And they're just looking like they're having a great ass time, and I love it. Like I'm just like,
yeah, that's the exact type of person you need. You need someone that like is like that.
Someone carefree, someone trusting and loyal. And then she also taught me that when her time was up and she wasn't interested anymore, there was no drama, there was no falling out, there was just like, like she just kind of backed out. And I'm like, that's how I want it to be. I don't want to hate you. I don't want to have some toxic stuff because we don't want to let go when we can save it and maybe pick it up later, maybe not.
Are y'all still like on good terms?
We're on good terms, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
I literally feel like if we were to hang out or if we were to hit up one another, we can hang out.
Yeah, that's nice. So y'all did long distance?
We did. I met her
I didn't know you did long distance.
Yes.
You met her in Vegas?
While we were in Vegas at Gold Spike Bar on Fremont.
Oh, okay.
She was there with her cousin, and I went up to her and...
You went up to her?
Yeah, I did.
People don't meet people in public anymore, let alone at a bar anymore, let alone be the person who goes up to someone anymore.
Girl.
How did you get the confidence to, like, go up?
That is a great question because I'm usually not one to go up to people, but there was just something. I'm huge on energy and attraction. Like, I don't care how pretty you are. Like, if I'm not, like, there's some, like, law enforcement of attraction, then it's kind of something that's like whatever. But with her, I saw her, like I can kind of tell she was gay. I like wasn't 100% sure. And she was talking to some guy, and I was like, maybe he's just getting her drink. So I just took my literally, I was like, something about her. I just want to talk to her.
That's
and
so cute.
Shoot my shot.
That's so G of you. Oh my gosh, that takes so much confidence.
And it was so great. Literally, she was like low key drunk. We met. We ended up like dancing, and then she went to the restroom, threw up, got kicked out of the club, and then when she was kicked out, her cousin was still in there. So I went outside. I was like, "Are you okay?" And I was in the restroom. I didn't even know I was in the restroom next door to her as she was getting kicked out. Didn't know it was her recording the whole thing because I'm over here just drunk too,
You're
recording
like,
someone getting kicked out of the club. And then later on, I realized it was her. And then go outside, like, "Oh, are you okay?" And then like asked her if she wanted some water. Went to go look for her cousin. Got her water. By the time I went back out, her cousin like came out shortly after. Yeah. Snuck her back into Gold Spike through the exit. So we're just in there partying for a little bit. And then she leaves. I got her number. I leave it like shortly after, a different way. And then like as I'm walking to my car, ended up finding her on the corner, and I'm like, hey, like, what's up? So then she ended up coming with me to my car and like hanging out with me and my friends.
Oh.
We chilled, dropped my friends off. She dropped her cousin off. We ended up hanging out in the parking lot of her
Yeah.
hotel until like 6 a.m.
Wait, that's
Yeah.
so cute.
It was
Oh,
really
that's
crazy.
enough time to make girls fall in love.
Girl, we was
Like,
we was
did y'all
locked
start
in.
dating right
We
after?
was locked in, girl. Yes. From that point on, for 6 months, it was just like everything was too good to be true.
Literally, any like girls dating that has a date longer than 5 hours, done, cooked. Y'all are dating. Y'all are getting married.
Oh my God, why are we like this? But yeah.
No, as soon as you said talked in the car, I'm like, oh no. So the sun came up, y'all in
So
love.
romantic, so romantic.
So did she live in Cali? Like when y'all met, like she was visiting Vegas. Oh, so you met a tourist. Oh, that's literally what all my Vegas friends are like scared of most. They're like, I'm gonna meet someone here and they're gonna be from somewhere else. At least with Cali's not far.
Yeah, and I liked it. I generally do not mind long distance. I enjoyed having time to miss them. And since I trusted her, I wasn't like some crazy bitch in my, like all.
Yeah.
So, and then she lived when I went to my parents, she was about an hour, 20 minutes from my parents'
that's not
house.
bad.
So we were both like probably, I was going to Cali at least 1 or twice a month. She was coming to Vegas like every other month.
It's a good reason to go. And Cali and Vegas are two places you want to visit. I feel like it's always hard visiting people that live in a place that you don't want to be.
No. And they're always having to come to you, and so it's just like less time you get to see each other. We were probably seeing each other at least 2, maybe even 3 times a month.
Oh, I love that. That's so cute. And did she know that you were like dancing and everything
Yeah, she
too?
was supportive.
Oh, I love that.
I know, right?
Did you dance in Cali and Vegas?
Just Vegas so far. A little bit of Arizona.
Yeah.
But mainly Vegas.
Nice. Would you like recommend it? Because I feel like nowadays, like, one, the economy, and two, like, I feel like our whole generation just likes to do their own thing.
Everything's online.
Yeah.
Men are not spending money on strippers like they used to. Like old school
you don't
men.
think so?
No, all these Gen Z millennials, they want to talk about, I don't need to spend money on a stripper. But it's like not about having to, it's about wanting to and just support the business. You're going to go spend money on what, $100 on drinks, $50 on a drink on a girl at the club. And she's just going to be like, oh, bye, thank you, and have a boyfriend. So
Exactly.
it's like, at least you both have like a mutual agreement at a strip club. Men are tricking women to, have sex with them. They're inviting them on trips, paying for plane tickets, hotel rooms, and then being all,
Yeah.
you know how the story goes. And women are like, oh, what are you talking,
Oh my God, I didn't know the scamming was going on that bad. Even in Vegas, too?
I feel like that's everywhere. Like so many like scams everywhere. I just feel like men inviting women on free trips and expecting them to have sex with them. You just like
Yeah, or like
you're the same man saying you don't need to go to the strip club.
Oh, even one of our friends told me about like a guy that like literally like would take someone else's money and spend it, and like I was like, that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were there like the good things though too? I'm sure. Like
so many good things. The confidence it gives you, because to be able to be your own boss, get up and be ready, and regardless of what happened the day before, still going in, putting on a hoochie mama, showing your ass, maybe making $200. If you're lucky, you're making $200, $300. And still be able to get, back in there again. I do stage, and stage is just like a whole other thing.
Oh, you did stage.
I love
Wait,
stage.
that's so cute. Oh my God, you're a little like star. I feel like the stage people are the ones that like can pop off the most.
They're like the show. I love to entertain. Ever since I was young, dancing has been in my genes.
Yeah.
So when I go up on stage, just something that's like very confident. Doing pole makes you very confident. I recommend to any women out there who hasn't done a pole class to get into a pole class.
I've never done a pole class.
We need to go to a pole class.
I'm so down. I've been wanting to. My roommate in my last place, we had a townhouse. She got a stripper pole, but we didn't screw it into the walls because we didn't own it. And I got pretty good. I was going upside down and stuff until one day I went and it...
That's my biggest fear. That's why I haven't had one. And you didn't hurt yourself.
I didn't, but it gave me a fear of like, you know what, the next time I go has to be in a class or something to where it's literally bolted.
Yes.
It's like I can't do the whole pressure thing anymore.
No, nothing broke either.
It broke.
Oh, like nothing around it broke.
Oh no, we didn't have a lot of furniture.
Yeah,
It was like our college apartment, so like there was no furniture nearby it.
It's that frat house living.
It really was. It was a townhouse, and like we literally like we shared the bottom and the kitchen, so it was literally a frat.
I cannot wait to get a pole wherever I'm at.
Oh,
But yeah,
I want a pole.
We can definitely do pole classes.
Yes, I'm so down. I haven't had anyone to do it with, but I guess I haven't asked anyone either. I'm just like waiting for someone to ask me.
Well, here we go. We will
That would
literally
be
make it.
so fun. I'm trying to do this thing where like I feel like to keep up with working out, you can't just do one thing. You have to like do things that keep you interested. And so like I do weightlifting, I do yoga, and I still love both, but I've gotten really good at both that it's I haven't, thank you. I haven't like picked up something like completely new in a little bit. And I want to like pick up a new thing like to add to the list or a dancing class.
Same, girl. I want to go to LA. I want to do like those choreography dances.
Oh yeah, at the Red House,
Yes.
Millennium.
Yes.
I went to the one in Vegas because my friend hosted a dance fitness class there. She came with the pod after, but like I can't dance at all. But I can't.
I feel like I can do freestyle, but you put a choreography in front of me and I'll be doing the robots.
Oh, at first I thought you were nodding like, yeah, I know.
No, like you're telling me I cannot dance when it comes. You like do a TikTok. I can't do TikTok dances. That's why I've never posted any.
Yeah,
So.
no, they're hard. I think it's also because like, honestly, being Black, I feel like I have to do a better job dancing. Like I can't be looking like crazy because it's not even gonna be like
excusable. I'm just kidding. Which you look great, so you don't have that problem.
But it's not excusable. That's so true.
You do or don't twerk. I'd be forgetting. Well, that's why you need to go to those classes. I'm just kidding.
I twerk.
Yes, you do.
I twerk a little. I do a little winding. I would say I'm more of a winder, definitely.
I love winding. Yes, girl. Yes.
I can do the twerk sometimes. Like, honestly, I need to be holding on to something. Like, hands on the knees, as you know, for me, is like pretty hard.
Yes, girl.
That one's hard. I don't know what it is. It's not the back support. Like, I feel like when I hold on to something, I can, like, arch my back, my butt's all the way out. But, like, hands on your knees is a little...
Yes, even for me, I feel you, girl. It's just like you gotta have your balance and not easy.
Yeah. Now I understand why you dance the way you do is because you used to be on stage, and I feel like whenever I go to a club, like I'm like, this is Karleen's time to shine. Everyone's staring at you. Everyone's hitting on you. You're like literally like the life of the party all the time. And I'm like, man, like she just like will like if all of us are just standing, she'll like just start dancing with anyone. And I'm like, how does she do that? Like that's so inspiring.
I literally, if there's a beat, it don't matter what the beat is. I just have to dance and I have to move.
Yeah.
I don't care who's looking. I have to pretend like nobody's looking because once I think somebody's looking, I get shy too.
No. I can't even imagine you shy. You're the person who starts it.
You saw me shy when it came to karaoke at least. But when it comes to dancing, no, I'm usually not shy.
Karaoke was the shyest I've ever seen you.
Yeah, it's been a while since I don't think I've ever had to do that. Or speeches, it's been a while. Mm-hmm. But even then, I think I do better at a speech than karaoke. Because
I'm not a good singer either. So I got good at the karaoke, not because I got more talented, but I got loose after a couple glasses of wine. I think that's why Emily let me keep drinking it, because she was like, how many have you had? But then she was like,
Here you go. All right, have another one.
Yeah, no. Then I was like, okay, I can rap. I turned to a rapper.
You did. What was that with the A$AP Rocky? That was so good.
Oh yeah. Or like I would just take the mic from someone and be like, let me do it.
Play da-da-da-da.
That was my original career goal.
Oh no way.
When I first heard Nicki Minaj, I was like, man, I was like really young. Okay. I had to have been like in the single digits, like at least like 6 or something. I was like, Mom, I want to be a girl rapper.
Inspired.
Yeah, and then she was like, because there were no other girl rappers, and now I'm like, fuck, like I was ahead of my time. Like I should have been in vocal lessons as soon as I said that.
Girl, there's a lot of things I should have done.
I should have let her laugh at me.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. The one thing that I liked about Miami is, besides just going out, I feel like we did a lot of like teenage-esque activities, like stuff that I hadn't done, and like, oh my god, I was in high school 5 years ago.
I know, right? When's the last time you go to somebody's dad's house, really? Like, it was so much fun.
And their mom's house. And spend the night there?
Yeah, sleepover.
I haven't, like, seen someone else's parent in, like, a long ass time. Mm-hmm. It's been a while since anyone's even met my parents. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like usually you just go to people's house and it's just them. You act a fool, and then that's it.
And then when they got to see their family, they go and see their family, and then you stay
Exactly.
behind.
But it was so cute. It was so fun. Like I laughed like so much, and then like as much as like we went crazy, I felt like it also was just like good active rest. Like just like playing Never Have I Ever, laughing. You were cracking me up.
You cried there. You were laughing so hard. I love those.
I was like, I need to catch my breath. But I was like, oh my god, we need to have more nights like that. Like, that was so cute.
5:30 in the morning, just playing Never Have I Ever.
It didn't even feel like 5. Like honestly, whenever we all mutually agreed, like we gotta go, I was like, that went by too fast. Like, damn.
If we have to.
Exactly. Speaking of like parents and everything, so you are currently residing, that was such an official word, with your family, right?
Yeah.
How do you like that? How do you enjoy that? I feel like a lot of people in their 20s do live at home for whatever reason, but they don't really like talk about it that much.
No, it's like that you don't really speak about, but I definitely feel it was much needed. I didn't move out of my parents' house, thankfully, as young as some people did, like 16, 19.
Yeah.
I moved out at 22, so from 22 to 28, no, 27, almost 28. I was just, by myself, paying bills by myself, kind of doing the roommate. If it's not, it was my own place. And to be able to have a break and like kind of play catch up has been something I feel so blessed to be able to do, because like the support to be able to go home that people don't have.
Yeah.
It's like my rock. Like my family has always been my rock, my anchor, and getting things actually like done. I think out in Vegas, I've just been on survival mode. I came out here 5 months before the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
And it was rough. Everything was crazy.
Yeah.
People were crazier. Like, so going home, I got to refocus. It's not the same. I love having space for my parents, because I feel like when I'm home with them, it's a full house. Grandparents, brothers, so my niece, his girl. So I think I like being home and being close, but eventually want to like get out the house, kind of do like an RV thing next door to my parents' house, because traveling is going to be like huge in the next coming months.
Yeah, that's so cute, because I feel like it's really normalized in a lot of other cultures. Like you have like everyone together, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And so, but I feel like here it's not as common and stuff. And like even my friends that do, like they never talk about it, or I don't even know that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like a lot of people feel like maybe embarrassed or something by it. Like, did you ever feel like judged?
Thankfully not judged, but when it did happen, because the way it happened, like I've been literally, when I tell you, fighting my way to just stay in Vegas. I was kind of, couch surfing. I stopped having my own apartment, I think like early 2024.
Yeah.
Where I was just like, I don't want to lease. I don't want to keep paying money to something I'm never going to own at the end of the day.
Exactly.
And kind of just been like surfing my way through like, renting rooms and, staying at friends' places. Long story short, I ended up staying with that girl, and I roommated with her. It's the last girl I dated. And so after she cheated on me, which is a whole nother story, the way it was like, I wasn't ready. I was like, I had a place. It was a nice room. Yeah. And it was just so set in. Like, I know we weren't doing the best, but like, I didn't think.
You were comfortable.
Yeah, I was absolutely comfortable, which is one thing you cannot do in life, or the universe will tell you, like, get your ass up, time to do and get moving. So it was crazy. It was like literally like January 31st around that time, literally the day, like New Year's, going into New Year's. So I was like, it has to happen. I knew everything was aligning the way it needed to, like starting my life brand, January, ending a bad relationship.
Exactly.
Going home, it felt right. But I was like, I'm almost 28. Like, that's the last thing. It's my golden year. My birthday's on the 28th of May. Aww. So everything was just like shock.
Yeah.
And then after I got home, like where I'm staying is just like on the living room. So like there's a bed there. I don't need privacy, but it's nice to have.
Yeah.
So I was just like, dang, I was down for a little bit. But then, you kind of get used to it. And then you get the love from your family. My family like loves me so much.
Aww.
Like just kisses and hugs and like always like, being wondering where I'm at, and like they never want me to leave. Whenever I have to tell them I'm leaving, my grandma's like, no, like stay. I'm gonna lock you up. Let me hop in your suitcase.
Yeah.
So I think that's something I was missing. Like I might not have my privacy, I might not have a room, but like the unconditional love that you get from your family, like genuine,
you can't put a price on.
And you don't get that from just people in Vegas sometimes. So.
I get that. And like speaking of someone who doesn't live at home, like I know that me living with my parents is just not feasible. Like there's not enough space. It's just my siblings are way younger. The timing wouldn't be right. There's heavy on the not enough space for like me too. And so it's kind of like a non-option, you know what I mean? And same thing for Kai in different ways. But like to have that as an option, like yes, some of us live alone because we want to, but a lot of us, if we got the option to have it like it with all the perks, you know what I mean? I would too. Like even when I see people who like live with their family and their family like has like this like nice place where they have breathing room, they can stretch their legs and stuff, I'm like, hell yeah, I would live in.
That's true.
No, when I saw Emily's dad's house, I was like, are you accepting roommates?
Is there like an application?
Like I would want to do that. Like you don't worry about like doing all the survival mode things. You can kind of like pour more into like your own goals, what you're doing, you know what I mean? And so like I think that there are definitely like some people who are like that is the best option for them, and that is like how it was exactly supposed to happen. Like even how you said it was your golden year, like that just I feel like solidifies it more that that's what had to happen.
Yes.
Plus you can't put a price on the memories. Like my grandma's getting older, and like I wish I could see her every day. And I think about that, like I'll just like randomly be like, oh, I love living in Vegas, I love this, da, da, da. And they'll have like a wave of like sadness or guilt take over, and I'm like, I'm missing all the tiny moments that like they have inside jokes and laughs about, you know? But you're a part of it. So it's so pretty.
And I think the longer, when I was just around your age too, and just the longer I ended up moving out, 5 years just ended up feeling like a long time, at least for me, because I was just not used to it, I guess. And because also I don't spend a lot of time at home, you see me, I'm always traveling.
That is true.
That has never changed. I'm always, if not, if I'm in Vegas, I'm at somebody else's house, I'm at work, I'm like, what's the point? Genuinely, I got to the point, I was like, what is the point of having my own place if it's not getting me what I want, which is I want to travel more, I want to make more memories with my family, my friends. Yeah. So going home made the most sense to me. Like, paying off my car, paying off my debt. I've literally got all my debt down to like, I'm down to like $300 on my credit cards.
Nice.
Literally. So little things like that. I'm just like, I'm grateful that I can finally get it done with.
That makes sense. Because honestly, like, I mean, guys, we hit the joint a little bit before this. That's the only reason why I'm stuttering. This is why we had to start the episode, because me and you were knee deep in the conversation, eating snacks, and like I was laughing so hard, I was like, oh no, it's kicking in.
It was good, girl.
It was.
But
what was it about?
Basically paying off shit.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Girl.
Oh, I was gonna say that I know that like a lot of things that I got did it on my own, that whole thing, but one thing I have not done, and I'm so blessed and thankful that this was like one of my privileges to like get to have in this life, is like I have never paid rent.
And yes, girl. Kudos. See, I can't relate.
And like I be thinking about like other things that I went through, and I'm like, okay, I feel like this is my get back for like when I had to share a room with like my stepsister who I barely even knew. I'm like, but you know what? I actually long term would take this offering possibly, because like I can imagine having to like get it all out the mud.
Yes, girl. That's kind of where I was at with me, where I was like, I literally started from the bottom, now we're here type. With that girl I fell in love with for the first time. She's the reason why I came out to Vegas in the first place. And that lasted 2 months. I knew the girl for 6 months before I moved to Vegas with her.
Oh my gosh. And it ended when you moved in?
Absolutely. It ended before we even moved in, but I just kept it going as long as I could. But she was still talking to the same past people she couldn't let go of, which is the reason why I moved us to Vegas in the first place. I like put 3 months down of rent. I like spent all my savings on like getting us set up just for her to still be on her bullshit.
Oh my gosh.
And from there, it's kind of like, I started from scratch. I had spent all my savings and then COVID happened 3 months after that. And then, so I've been getting out the mud, girl.
I will say the pipeline of people who like pay their own bills from a young age, the pipeline of us accumulating a large savings to losing it all.
Girl, when I tell you I have, 10 bands, spent it all. Freaking
I
5 bands, spent it
I
all.
went
Like,
through almost like 18 bands.
yes. Oh my God, girl, you sound like a typical American. We are just spenders. We love to
And
spend.
I don't know how it happened. Like, I wouldn't say that, like, any of the things that. Was it?
I said, goddamn.
I know. Well, one was that 6K dog.
Oh, you saved up for a 6K dog?
Me and Kai financed it, which was the worst part.
Oh.
So, like, it shouldn't have even drained me like it did. But it was because in Washington, the job market was just really hard. And I hated the job that I had so much that I stopped working and dove all into content, which got me money, but not enough to survive. So I was slowly losing hundreds of dollars over like almost a year. And then when I started working again, there was stuff that I had to not necessarily pay off, but just like necessities that I hadn't bought for myself in a while that I was like, I need to get this, you know what I mean? I need to go get my car checked and that kind of stuff. And so now I feel like I just entered a place to where like I'm back to be able to like not just put the money in my account, pay something off, and then it's gone. Now I can put the money in my account, put some in my savings, and then pay something off. But yeah, the pipeline of like, you're like, I did it, I got it all to somehow. And it's so, you be so bad at yourself because you're like, I know how hard it took. I know, like, what? How could I even have fumbled a bag like this? But the truth is, it was never like $1,000,000. So, like,
Bag's a bag, and you have to go through it to understand, to be honest. I'm so happy I learned this money management, kind of money management with this loan sum of money, because when I'm, hitting the 20,000, 50,000, in order to have that kept in my savings, I needed to know what mess ups not to do.
it really taught me. I thought I knew the value of $1 before. Now I know the value of like 50 cents.
Yes, girl. And I'm trying to get a value, of all that. Like,
Yeah. So I was at Trader Joe's today and I was like, oh, I really want that. It was $4.99. I saw another for $3.99. I was like, grab that $3.99.
she said, grab that. I'm just kidding.
If you save $1 a day.
Truly save too. Like my brother at one point told me, his method of saving was whatever you didn't spend that $2-3, or at the end of the, you're shopping $20, you put that $20 somewhere else, where a piggy bank, a this, your savings account, and you don't touch it and all that. $20 here, even if it was $100, I was gonna spend $100, but I didn't. You still transfer anyways.
That's the best way to do it, because I feel like whenever, like for my paycheck, the way I do it is I deposit, because I get tips. I deposit my money every week. And then whatever like that leftover like that doesn't hit 100 is, that I can just spend. So like if I have like $80, okay, that's $80 to spend. And then I'll get gas, and then I'll like put in basically not to where I spend over $200 on just like wants and stuff. So $200 is the limit, and then most of that's from like the leftover cash. Then I pay off whatever bill is next, and then the rest of that money, even if it's like $200 to $1,000, the rest of that that's just left there goes in my savings.
Good.
So that's like what I've been doing, and it's like made it like so much faster too. And then also Black Friday's coming up, so I'm like, there's really no point in buying random shit right now, because I might as well wait till it's like on the best deal possible.
Literally, yeah. Physically moving your money and knowing the difference between your wants and your needs.
Yeah.
Getting serious about, do I need this, or do I just want it? Most people impulse buy their wants. So proud of you.
Yeah, thank you. I think it's also about learning what you can handle. Like, I personally like cannot handle cash. Cash, I will blow through.
Why are we opposites?
I will lose it. I can handle a card. Like a card, I know a lot of people are the reverse, and they're like, I just swipe. No, my card, I feel like I like look at it and I'm like, oh my goodness, like I should not have spent this much.
So you're like looking at your account physically.
Yes.
Smart.
But with cash, I'm like, I never even owned it.
No way. That's so funny.
It feels like it was never mine.
Yes.
I'm like, throw it away.
It's just a piece of paper, literally.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, that's that generation difference maybe of Gen Z. I'm low key like millennial, so.
The internet numbers matter way more to me than like a dollar bill.
I can see that. I see that.
Okay, guys, that is all that we have for you guys today. Thank you so much for listening. Be sure to follow Karleen. Plug your Instagram or whatever.
Karleen Desotels.
Okay. Oh, that's how you say it.
Yeah.
I'll tag it too. And then be sure to follow the podcast at Tease Pod, at Tease Podcast on all other platforms. And then I am at Alea Antoine. Write in your questions, stories, and advice. And I will see you guys next Tease Tuesday. I love you.